Namaste to Vananda. This is Madhuri at Science Idea Tips. Welcome back to another session of science. Here we are going to discuss about hybridization. So what is this hybridization? Hybridization is nothing but intermixing of atomic orbitals so that they can gain equal energy for all the orbitals. So you know already that if you take some subshells, S subshell, P subshell, D subshell, F subshell, present in the same shell will contain different amount of energy because of their shape, because of the movement of electron in them. They are going to have different amount of energy. Means the electron present in that will have different type of energy, right? So whenever they want to form, means the element wants to form a bond with other element, then what they have to do is they should have, means the valence shell subshell should have same amount of energy, so that their bond formation will become very easy. So that is why they will undergo hybridization, intermixing of atomic orbitals, right? So that concept we are going to see today. So let us take some examples of carbon compounds to explain this hybridization. Now let us take sp3 hybridization. Here, by the name of hybridization itself, you can understand which type of the orbitals, which type of the subshells are going to participate in that hybridization. So by the name itself, you can understand that one s orbital and three p orbitals are intermixing with each other to form equally energized orbitals. Those equally energized orbitals are nothing but hybrid orbitals. So we are going to learn about sp3 hybridization in carbon compounds, right? So here I am taking example as a compound methane. CH4 is its formula. The name is nothing but methane. So if you observe the methane formation, here what happens is carbon atomic number. If you take carbon atomic number, it is 6. Means total amount of total number of electrons are 6 here. So how can we write electronic configuration? Here to understand this hybridization, or if you want to understand any concept in chemical bonding, you should be able to write the electronic configuration in NLX method. So that NLX method already it was introduced to you. You can see the other videos to understand that. So here we have to write NLX method 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Total number of electrons are 6. In that the valence shell is nothing but second shell. That valence shell is containing 4 electrons. Along with the NLX method, we should be able to write electron orbital picture or electron orbital method. So how we have to write here? In 2s we have only 2 electrons. So let us write one square box for that, and because only S subshell contains only one orbital, so we have to write only one square here. 2 electrons are present here in this, and 2 p orbitals. How many will be there total together? 3 orbitals. One p subshell will contain 3 p orbitals. So those 3 p orbitals we have to write together. In that 2 electrons are present, so we have to write this electron configuration according to Hund's rule. According to that rule, if you are having the orbitals which are containing same amount of energy, those are called as degenerate orbitals. Degenerate orbitals will contain same amount of energy. So in those orbitals, if you want to fill the electrons, we have to fill each orbital with one electron. After that only pairing should start. If all the orbitals are filled with one electron, then only pairing should start. That is according to Hund's rule, that we have to follow when you are writing the electron orbital method. Right. Now here we have seen that one pair of electrons are present, and also here two single electrons, unpaired electrons are present. So what we have to do here, this carbon is able to form only 2 bonds if the electron configuration is like this. But it should form 4 bonds so that it can have 8 electrons in its valence shell. So for that it will try. So what will happen here, from 2s one electron will jump into 2p whenever other atoms are reaching that carbon. Now here in this example, hydrogens are reaching the carbon. So whenever they are reaching the carbon, carbon will get the energy from those and it will enter into excited state. So in that excited state, what happens? From 2s one electron will jump into 2p. So here we can write the excited state configuration for carbon. To show that excited state, we can write a star mark near the symbol. Then we can write here 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. The electron configuration in the excited state becomes 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. So in 2s we have 1 electron, in 2p we have 3 electrons. That 3 electrons we can show in this form. Now what happens, this 2s orbital and also along with that all the 3 2p orbitals will intermix with each other. All the number of orbitals, if you observe in that hybridation, means the orbitals participating in the hybridation are 4. So these 4 atomic orbitals are participating. That's why same amount of energy will be there whatever the hybrid orbitals are going to form, and those hybrid orbitals number also is 4 only, right? So just to see here, 2s orbital, the shape is a spherical, and 2p orbitals altogether here we have 3 p orbitals, 2px, 2py and 2pz, right? So those 3 p orbitals are going to intermix with this p orbital, s orbital of second shell, and we are going to get here 4 orbitals altogether we are seeing. So those 4 orbitals we can show in this form. This is one hybrid orbital, again one more hybrid orbital, and one more hybrid orbital, and also one more hybrid orbital. All those hybrid orbitals whatever are formed here, they will be tetrahedrally arranged. They are tetrahedral structure, right? So they will contain the tetrahedral structure. Now after this hybridation is completed, hybrid orbitals are ready for hydrogen's s orbital. If you take hydrogen's electron configuration, we can write 1s1, means 1 electron is present in s orbitals. So those s orbitals are going to overlap with the sp3 hybrid orbitals of carbon. Now what happens? These hybrid orbitals are already present. Along with that, how many hydrogens are present here in this methane? 4 s orbitals are there. So those 4 hybrid orbitals, those 4 s orbitals will overlap with the hybrid orbitals of carbon. So here what happens? 4 hybrid orbitals are present here already. Along with that, 4 s orbitals are also present here. Now what happens here? All these together, they are going to overlap with each other. Then they are going to form the structure, that is tetrahedral structure. So what happens here, how it is going to form? Just I'll show you here. So already we have carbon with the hybrid orbitals. All these are going to intermix, means already intermixing is completed. Now overlapping also will take place. By that, what happens here? Already we have here hybrid orbitals of carbon. Along with that, hydrogen's s orbitals are there. They are going to overlap here like this. And this overlap, if you observe, it is end on end. One end is going to overlap on the other end. So as it is overlapping like that, it will be very strong bond, and that strong bond we can give a name called as sigma bond. Sigma bond will form here. Just easily we can remember when sigma bond will form. So if you see the end, just put your hand like this, end on end. Just make it like a knot. Then you can observe that both are very strong. We can't break this bond very easily. So if you see that, if you see the structure also, just observe here. If you see the structure also, how you are putting the hand, it is coming like the shape of the sigma, right? So we can say that this end on end overlap leads to the formation of sigma bond. So how many number of bonds are there totally here? 4 bonds are there, and all the 4 are sigma bonds. What type of overlaps they are? End on end overlap. Between what orbitals overlap is taking place? Between sp3 and also s. How many sp3 s bonds here? 4. All these sp3 hybrid orbital, s orbital, sp3 s, sp3 s, sp3 s. Like that 4 sp3 s overlaps are there, and that also end on end overlaps. That is why 4 sigma bonds are formed in methane. In this form, we can explain the formation of methane by explaining the hybridation, that is sp3 hybridation.